Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe, Radhe Radhe Govinda, Govinda Radhe.
So today we continue reading and sharing about the companions of Sri Caitanya Mahaprabhu, about Nityananda Prabhu, and I will start reading from page 13 at the house of Srivas. Mahaprabhu took Nityananda to the house of Srivas. The next day was Vyasa Puja, a ceremony revering the Acharya or the representative of Vyasadi, and therefore Adivasa Kirtan was performed at night. This is a ceremony preliminary to a festival. Both Nitai and Gora danced in the kirtan. The devotees danced around them. Nitai Gora were mad in love for each other. The devotees were mad in love for them. All were transported and entranced and shed tears of love. Some, not being able to control their bhava, rolled on the ground. Some shrieked aloud. Some became unconscious and fell on the ground. Nitai Gora lost all outward consciousness. They were drunk with love, and they were dancing in drunkenness. The earth quaked under their feet, as it quakes in earthquake. Dancing with Balaram in the form of Nityananda, Mahaprabhu was possessed with the bhava of Balaram. He roared aloud and went and sat on the altar of Vishnu. He said to Nityananda, "Get me the hala and mushala." The hala is the plow, and mushala is the pestle. So hala and mushala are the emblems of Balaram. Get me the hala and mushala. Nityananda extended his hands to give hala and mushala, and Mahaprabhu extended his hands to receive them. The devotees who were close to Mahaprabhu and enjoyed his favor saw the hala and mushala, while the others only saw the movement of hands. After taking hala and mushala, Mahaprabhu was so animated with the bhav of Balaram that he began to shout, "Varuni, Varuni," means liquor. The devotees began to look at one another in bewilderment. They did not know what to do. Then ingenious Srivas brought a pitcher full of Ganga water and placed it before Mahaprabhu. He drank it happily, and after drinking, he became so intoxicated that it appeared as if he had really drunk Varuni. He began to give the Ganga water, drunk by him, to the devotees as prasada. The devotees drank and began to sing in praise of Balarama. We have already said that Nityananda Tattva is too difficult to understand. Vrindavan Das Thakur has said that probably Mahaprabhu performed this Leela only with the purpose of manifesting Nityananda. After the emotion subsided, Mahaprabhu said to the devotees, "What had happened to me? Did I do anything wrong or unseemly?" The devotees said, "No, nothing." But Nityananda was entranced to see this Leela of Mahaprabhu. He sometimes laughed, sometimes wept, sometimes shrieked aloud, sometimes danced like a child. In dance, the Danda Kamandalu were forgotten. Danda Kamandalu is earthen or wooden water pot. So in dance, the Danda Kamandalu were forgotten. The kopin fell off and he became naked. Yet he remained absorbed in bhava and unaware of anything else. Somehow, Mahaprabhu made him calm down and went home. Nityananda remained at the house of Srivas. So here ends this little paragraph. At the house of Srivas, perhaps somebody wants to share something. Some feeling.
Very nice. Very nice. More say.
So now the next paragraph is breaking Danda Kamandalu. This is a bamboo stick carried by the sannyasis. Srivas, his brother Ramai Pandit and others slept. Nityananda also lay down, but there was no sleep for him. He was still in bath. At dead of night, he got up from the bed. In moonlight, he saw his Danda Kamandalu. With a roar that rent the sky, he broke them. In the morning, when Ramai Pandit went to his room, he was taken aback to see the pieces of Danda Kamandalu lying on the ground. He informed Srivas and went to call Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu came. On seeing him, Nityananda roared with laughter. Mahaprabhu said nothing. He picked the broken pieces of Danda Kamandalu and went to Ganga with Nityananda and the devotees. He threw the pieces of Danda Kamandalu into the river, and Nityananda again began to dance with joy to see them flowing away with the current. Dancing, he plunged into the river and began to swim. He saw a crocodile swimming and began to chase him. The devotees were alarmed to see this. Mahaprabhu shouted, "Shripad, come! It is time for your Vyasa Puja. Don't delay." And on hearing his voice, he came out. Tridanda is the very prop and insignia of sannyas. In it reside the 33 crora demigods. Crora means 1 million. So in it reside the 33 crora demigods. Why did Nityananda break it? Why did he feel so happy after breaking it? And why did Mahaprabhu not reprimand him for this? Why did he, with his own hands, consign it to the Ganga? Perhaps Nityananda thought that was the use of sannyas, when he had found Krishna in the form of Sri Gauranga, for whom he had taken sannyas. Besides, he must have felt that in the state of prema, Vaidhi Nisheda are neither necessary nor possible. Vaidhi Nisheda means rules and regulations regarding what one should do and what he should not. So besides, he must have felt that in the state of prema, Vaidhi Nisheda are neither necessary nor possible. After taking bath in Ganga, Mahaprabhu went to the house of Srivas with the devotees. Srivas had made all arrangements for Vyasa Puja. He made Nityananda sit on the asana and acting as Acharya at the instance of Mahaprabhu. At the insistence of Mahaprabhu, he started the puja. I repeat, he made Nityananda sit on the asana and acting as Acharya at the insistence of Mahaprabhu, he started the puja. Mahaprabhu and the devotees started kirtan in the courtyard. And when puja was over, Srivas gave a wreath of flowers to Nityananda and said, "You offer it to Vyasadev so that he may be happy and help attain the desired end." Nityananda took the wreath and began to look for someone, muttering something which no one could understand. Srivas went to the courtyard and said to Mahaprabhu, "Come and see what Shripad is doing. He is not offering the garland to Vyasadev." Mahaprabhu came. He said, "Shripad, offer the garland to Vyasadev and complete the puja." Nityananda got up and began to dance happily, and dancing, he threw the garland around the neck of Mahaprabhu. The devotees shouted, "Mahaprabhu ki jai!" And there's a footnote. Nityananda did so to make it known that Mahaprabhu was Sri Krishna, and Sri Krishna had appeared in the form of Vyasadeva, who compiled the Vedas and the Puranas. So the devotees shouted, "Mahaprabhu ki jai," as if thus compelled by Nityananda. Mahaprabhu manifested his six-armed figure, holding in his 6 hands Shankha, the conch shell, Chakra, the wheel, Gada, the club, Padma, the lotus, Hala, the plow, and Mushala, the pestle. Nityananda fell unconscious to seize that form, and Mahaprabhu began to roar and dance, clapping his arm against his armpit. After his bath had subsided, he caressed Nityananda fondly and said, "Get up, Nityananda. Attend kirtan. The kirtan for which you have incarnated is now manifest. What more do you want? If you want to distribute prema bhakti, do it. That is your own treasure. You can give it to whomsoever you like. No one can get it without your mercy. The one favored by you is favored by me. And the one who does not enjoy your favor or is not well disposed towards you does not also enjoy my favor in spite of all the bhajan practiced by him." I will repeat the last sentences because they are so important and beautiful. The kirtan for which, so Mahaprabhu is telling to Nityananda, the kirtan for which you have incarnated is now manifest. What more do you want? If you want to distribute prema bhakti, do it. That is your own treasure. You can give it to whomsoever you like. No one can get it without your mercy. The one favored by you is also favored by me. And the one who does not enjoy your favor or is not well disposed towards you does not also enjoy my favor, in spite of all the bhajan practiced by him. On regaining consciousness, Nityananda began to look at Mahaprabhu with tears of love streaming down his eyes. Mahaprabhu embraced him, and both began to sing and to dance. Somebody wants to share some feelings about what we read? Welcome. The next paragraph starts with Nityananda and Ma Sachi. The next day, Mahaprabhu took Nityananda to his house. He said to his mother, "Look, Ma, I have brought my elder brother Vishvarupa." As Ma Sachi looked at Nityananda, she said with joyful surprise, "Oh, yes, he looks exactly like Vishvarupa." She said to Nityananda, "Are you really my son Vishvarupa?" "Yes, Ma, I am your son Vishvarupa," replied Nitai. Sachi hugged him close to her heart, kissed him, and bathed him with the tears of her eyes. Then she said, "My son, why did you turn so cruel and run away from home to make me weep so long? Anyway, now that you have come back like a good son, take care of your mad Nimai. My anxiety is over. Anyway, now that you have come back like a good son, take care of your mad Nimai. My anxiety is over." Nimai was mad, but Nitai excelled even Nimai in madness. Drunk deep with the wine of love, he lived at the house of Shrivas as a child. He called Shrivas Baba, father, and his wife Malini Ma, mother. Like the fond child of his parents, he would sometimes be obstinate, sometimes angry or happy on a trifle. He sat in Malini's lap and sucked at her dry breasts like her child. He ate only when she fed him with her own hands. Everything about him was extraordinary or supernatural. Once he was standing in the courtyard of Shrivas and eating something. At that time a crow came and flew away with a small pot containing ghee, which was used as lamp for the Thakur. Malini began to grieve, and Nityananda could not see her grief. He began to call the crow and say, "Brother crow, come, give me my lamp and take your crumb." And lo, the crow came and gave the lamp. This reminded Malini of the original form of Nityananda as Shankarshan. She thought of it and became unconscious. On regaining consciousness, she began to sing. On regaining consciousness, she began to sing a hymn in his praise as Sankarshan. "O my Lord, you support infinite Brahmananda. You support infinite Brahmanandas on your head as Shisha. You destroyed the entire family of Ravana as Lakshman. You pulled the river Kalindi near you with your plow. You brought the son of your guru Sandipani Muni alive from Yamaloka. Getting the lamp back from the crow is but a trifle for you." Next paragraph is Nityananda as Ananda personified. Ananda meaning transcendental bliss. Malini's stuti means hymn of praise. Malini's stuti gave a complete description of the personality of Nityananda. Mahaprabhu later described his true self as Ananda. He said, Nityananda is Ananda in name, Ananda in form. He is the very personification of Ananda. His entire behavior, eating, drinking, moving, and whatever else he does, is full of Ananda. Sometimes he dives so deep in the ocean of Ananda that he remains unconscious for 3 or 4 days. Sometimes he does not have any clothes at all on his body, and he is not aware of it. He is so much absorbed in his self as Ananda that he cannot talk intelligently. His replies to questions are meaningless. I say, Shripad, why are you naked? And he replies, yes, yes. I say, put on clothes. And he replies, I am hungry. I say, I ask you something. You say something else. Why do you do so? And he replies, yes, yes, I went 10 times. Avaduta Nityananda was a simple, unassuming, and sportive as a child. He sometimes played with the children of Nadia, sometimes went to Sachima and behaved towards her like a fond child. Once, charged by a current of divine madness, he was running towards the house of Mahaprabhu. On the way, his kopin fell off. This is underwear for men. On the way, his kopin fell off. He picked it and tied it round his head. Stark naked, he reached the house of Mahaprabhu. Mahaprabhu and Vishnupriya were at that time sitting in the courtyard. Sachima was inside. Vishnupriya hurriedly went in and closed the door from inside. Sachi became suddenly apprehensive and said, why? What has happened? Vishnupriya said, go and look at your elder son. Sachi went out and began to laugh to see Nityananda. Mahaprabhu tied his headdress round Nityananda's waist. He made Nityananda sit by his side and asked, Shripad, where are you coming from? Your body is covered with dust. Shripad said, yes, yes, and began to look around like one who was mad. At that time came the companions of Mahaprabhu one by one. Mahaprabhu said to Nityananda, Shripad, give me your prasadi kopin. And Nityananda gave. Mahaprabhu worshipfully tied it round his head. Then he tore it into a number of small pieces and gave a piece to each of his companions and said, keep this carefully. It is a valuable prasadi. Tie it round your head and you will attain Krishna Bhakti. After that, he washed the feet of Nityananda, applied sandal paste to his body, and worshipped him with flowers. He took his Charanamrita and gave it to others and said, now we have attained Krishna Bhakti. We are blessed. Perhaps somebody wants to share something before I go on? Some feelings, some thoughts. Should I go on? I go on? Gurudev, okay. Sachi. So next paragraph is Sachi's dream. Sachi.
Radhe, sorry.
Radhe, my dear.
Radhe, my dear Gurudev, may I ask you something? Yogama Shakti say that also Vishnu Priya was there in this lila, and when we are in this bhava, I never understand the position of Vishnu Priya because we see the Caitanya like Radharani. And please explain me her position. I don't understand now if I look on Manjari corner.
I see also Mahaprabhu like a Radha and Krishna. Vishnu Priya mood I have no much practice Radha. So I cannot explain more. So my mood is Radha Rani and her Manjari. That is my practice. And I see Krishna also wants this in the outside. Yeah. So I only see like this. I have no other mode. Vishnu Priya, I see she is fully devoted to Mahaprabhu means Radha. And she is a very great example. I see like other thing I cannot. Right? This is Gaura Nagari. How different, I have no idea.
Thank you, Gurudev. I also have same feelings. I only want to check how do you explain me. Thank you so much.
Or what we decide, we have to practice one. We cannot practice at the same time. My Gurudev said, we stay in the one mood practice. Diving, not swimming, no gathering in form. Right. Go on.
Yeah, thank you, Gurudev. So Sachi's dream. Sachi once said to Mahaprabhu, "Oh Nimai, I saw a wonderful dream early this morning." "What did you see, Ma?" asked Mahaprabhu with curiosity. "I saw you and Nityananda, both about 5-year-old, fighting with each other. After some time, you went into the Thakur's room and came out with the images of Krishna and Balaram, Nityananda holding Krishna and you Balaram. Then all the four began fighting in front of me. Rama Krishna said to you angrily, 'You hypocrites, who are both of you? Why have you come? Get out from here. Don't you know that this house, this milk, curds, sandesh, and everything else is ours?' Sandesh is a sweet prepared from cheese. Nityananda said, 'Oh, those days are gone, when you stole and plundered milk, curds, and butter. Now it is not the cowherd who rule. Now it is not the cowherds who rule, but the Brahmins. Now know yourself and run away from here, leaving all these offerings for us. Otherwise we shall beat you.' Balaram roared out, 'Very well. Very well, now no one should blame me. Hypocrites, I shall bind you both. I swear by Krishna that I shall do that.' Nityananda said, 'Why should I fear you, Krishna? My God is Sri Gaurachandra, Vishwambar.' Vishwambar there's a footnote, all pervading, all holding. So Nityananda said, why should I fear your Krishna? My God is Sri Gaurachandra, Vishwambar. Thus they began to fight and eat everything by snatching from each other. Then Nityananda called me and said, Ma, I am hungry. Give me to eat. And I woke up. I do not understand what the dream means. Mahaprabhu said, Ma, it was a good dream. Our Thakurs are live Thakurs, so they are alive. Then pretending to be very grave, he said in a low tone, Ma, I tell you a secret. Every day the boga offered to the Thakur became half. Every day as I saw the boga remaining half, I wondered who ate the missing half. Then a doubt came to my mind. I thought that it was your daughter-in-law who secretly ate the half. Ma, how shameful! Is it something that can be spoken about? Because I felt so much ashamed, I did not even speak to you about it. Vishnupriya, who was standing by, was listening. She laughed shyly. Sachi said, Stop it, naughty boy. Does my daughter-in-law suffer from any want, so that she may have to steal in order to eat? Well, Ma, let us not talk of this anymore. My doubt is removed after hearing your dream, said Mahaprabhu. I tell you another thing. In this dream, Nityananda asked you to give him something to eat. So let us today give him to eat the best things we can. I am going to invite him. Mahaprabhu went to invite Nityananda, and Sachi and Vishnupriya started cooking. And Mahaprabhu went to invite Nityananda, and Sachi and Vishnupriya started cooking. To see if we have 10 minutes. And now Sachi sees Gaura Nitai as Krishna Balaram. Mahaprabhu brought Nityananda, and both sat down to eat. Sachi placed a plate before each, and she was surprised to see the next moment that there were 3 plates instead of 2. But there was no end to her surprise when after some time she saw in place of Gaura Nitai 2 children, both about 5 years old and both naked. One of them was white and the other blue. Both had 4 arms. One had in his arms the plough and the pestle, and the other had on his breast Kaustuba. Kaustuba is the jewel Vishnu has on his chest. And Vishnupriya sat by their side. Sachi fell unconscious to see them. The purpose behind this Leela is difficult to comprehend. Perhaps Mahaprabhu wanted Sachi to understand that Krishna Balaram and Gaura Nitai were the same in Tattva and different only in Leela, and to remove any doubt that might have crept into her mind on seeing them fighting in the dream. I repeat this from the beginning of the paragraph. The purpose behind this Leela is difficult to comprehend. Perhaps Mahaprabhu wanted Sachi to understand that Krishna Balaram and Gaura Nitai were the same in Tattva and different only in Leela, and to remove any doubt that might have crept into her mind on seeing them fighting in the dream. Perhaps the purpose also was to make her understand that Vishnupriya was his Shakti and always resided in his heart, and that the third plate she saw in the dream was for her. But the main purpose, as Vrindavan Das Thakur says, was to fill her heart with bhakti, which was obvious from the sattvika bhavas that appeared on her body as soon as she regained consciousness. So here ends this paragraph, and perhaps we have 5 more minutes, and I don't know if Gurudev can share something about the last sentences we read. If you want that I repeat, perhaps, Gurudev, the last sentences? Yeah?
Yeah.
So the purpose behind this Leela is difficult to comprehend. Perhaps Mahaprabhu wanted Sachi to understand that Krishna Balaram and Gauranitai were the same in Tattva and different only in Leela, and to remove any doubt that might have crept into her mind on seeing them fighting in the dream.
Yeah. Same. That's all. Krishna Balaram is same, become Nitai Gaura. This is Gaura Leela and this is Braja Leela. When Gurudev give us mantra also, they give two sides of chanting Diksha mantra. One is a Navadvip side and one is Braja side. Right?
Yes.
So what is Navadvip side? It starts with Navadvip side to come to be developed with yoga feet, come to your Vrindavan side, in your Banjari Bhav. That is the Guru Devs teach us. That is the teaching of Mahaprabhu to be a Radha Dasi. That is Manjari. And Anang Manjari is the teacher like Radhika, who are check us that how much we are knowledgeable in Rupanukala. Right? Similar like Radha Rani, and she is the Anang Manjari, Nityananda. She is always very close to Radhika and sister of Radhika. She helps always to Radha Rani. And also as a Balram, he helped to Krishna. So Nityananda has a double job with Krishna and also to Anang Manjari. But in Nityananda Sarup is more responsible. Jai, Jai, Jai. Very nice job. Good job.
Perhaps the purpose also was to make her understand that Vishnupriya was his Shakti and always resided in his heart, and that the third plate she saw in the dream was for her. But the main purpose, as Vrindavan Das Thakur says, was to fill her heart with bhakti, which was obvious from the sattvika bhavas that appeared on her body as soon as she regained consciousness. So the Sattvika bhavas are the 8 external signs of internal emotion attendant upon Krishna Prem. And some pages before, on page 7, there was explained, this 8 external signs were explained. And just to end, I can repeat them. So there is, the first sign is Stamba, means stupid.
Radhe, no Italian class.
Yeah, I finished, Gurudev, sorry. Yeah, I finished. Radhe Radhe, Jai Jai, Shri Radhe.
Radhe Radhe Gaur